Welcome to another episode of Explicitly Unbiased. We recap the Thursday night football game. Is the Heisman Dante Moore's a lose? And of course, we're getting into our week 6 of college football picks. Caleb, hit that intro.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Explicitly Unbiased. I'm Kaleb. He's Gerardo. As he said in our intro, it was a wild Thursday night football game. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the Heisman race that we kind of have going on right now. Is it really Dante Moore's to lose? Is there anybody kind of looking on the outside who is nipping at his heels, and if he has like a crazy bad day in a Big Ten schedule, it could happen. Then we have our housekeeping stuff. Some news came out. Coaches fired. Games being played overseas. We have a site for the 2028 national championship. We'll get into that a little bit, and of course, we have our featured matchups, including a big underdog bet that you're going to want to kind of let us talk you into. But Gerardo, how are you on this fine Friday morning?
You know, if I was any better, I'd be Mac Jones.
Seriously. So the Niners, was this in LA? I believe so.
Yes, but it was, let me tell you this, it was like 55% Niner fans.
That makes sense. Yep, 26-23, I believe, the final out in LA. Mac Jones with over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kendrick Bourne, 10 catches, 142 yards. CMC had 8 catches and a touchdown, did some stuff on the ground. Stafford, 5 passing yards through the first quarter, ends up going for almost 400 through a couple touchdowns. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rams come up short. So obviously the big storyline coming out of this is, do the 49ers have a little bit of a quarterback controversy brewing down there in Santa Clara? Do they still play in Santa Clara? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I believe so, yeah.
It's not the what do they call it? Candlestick back in the way.
They're not even San Francisco anymore. Like, that's the thing. That's like saying if the Texans played in Galveston, Texas. They're not the Houston Texans anymore. I've always had a little bit of.
Is it that far out from?
It's not that it's that far out, but you're clearly in a different city.
Well, New York, East Rutherford, no big deal. Just crossing state lines, but yeah, Mac Jones. Is there a quarterback controversy brewing down there?
No, Mac Jones is the guy.
No controversy whatsoever. No conversation whatsoever.
It's to me, this is what I mean by that. It's like, yes, there is a controversy, but like clearly Mac Jones in this offense looks so much better than with Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy can't win without Ayuk, without Debo, without CMC, or without the elite playmaker guys. Where Mac Jones is like, bro, they were down to their 4th-string wide receiver going for 10 catches and 149 yards, right? Like, come on now. I don't think Brock Purdy does not look like this. Brock Purdy doesn't throw for that many yards with this offense being that, like,
how many 300-yard games does Brock Purdy even have in his career?
I'm sure there's a bit. He has thrown the ball quite a bit, but I mean, like, within these 3 games, Mac Jones has hit the over in his passing yards, his projected.
He's got 11 of them.
In what, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
And Mac Jones what is his passing yard total right now for the 49ers? I bet you it's sick.
Mac Jones stats. This year, 905, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick.
In 3 games he started, he's averaged over 300 yards passing. That's insane. With also no Brandon Ayuk, with this game, without Juwan Jennings, and without
Kittle.
Yep, as well too. And they were down to their 4th-string wide receiver, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, he looks amazing in this offense. And I was alluding to this earlier with you on the pre-show, was just like, I fully think that the Shanahans do more with less. Like, I fully think that they just love guys with low floors, high floors, low ceilings. And they just like they just know how to disguise flaws so better than, improving like people's strengths. I think like they're really good at masking flaws. And I think Mac Jones is proving to Shanahan that he should have drafted him over Trey Lance, and they would have probably already won a Super Bowl at this point or been more competitive in other Super Bowls. Like it's almost a night and day difference to me for this offense. Like if Mac Jones is out there with elite talent, non-elite talent, the dude knows is going to be awesome with his offense. I think Shanahan has cooked up a great playbook and great play calling with him there.
Yeah, and then you look at the game, and I get he's playing hurt, but Brock Purdy last week against a similar opponent didn't look good. Didn't look
I mean,
good, and he
well,
had just as many weapons, and it's a similar opponent. The Seahawks are not to be messed with.
not only that, but like, yeah, Brock Purdy played hurt. Dude, Mac Jones had to get carried off of this game.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay,
Like
full disclosure, folks, I did not. I was at work. I didn't see this.
he was getting like he got banged up this game. Like he went down. They had to take a TV timeout, got up, walked off. The third hit he took in the game, probably in the fourth quarter, literally was hobbling off and got carried out by the backup quarterback, like on his shoulder, like armed around his shoulder, and then went back in and still played. Like this is 100%
Where is
redemption.
this toughness in Foxborough, dude? What the hell?
Yeah, like this is like I think Mac Jones is playing with like the memes that were said about him coming in on the pre-draft process, that he's just nothing but like a system QB, that he's a game manager. He goes to New England. He looks
Tennis
really bad.
brat too. Like everybody said, he was super affluent.
Mm-hmm. And, he goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He does look decent with Jacksonville. But now with the 49ers, like, the fact that we are now in this era of like quarterbacks breaking off their redemption story, like talented quarterbacks, I think like obviously with Baker Mayfield, with Sam Darnold, and now you're looking at we're looking at Mac Jones of just like, hey, like I'm talented too. I just needed to be put in the best system possible for me to win. And I think like this 49er team with him looks nice, really nice. And they are on top of the division now.
Yep. So going into next week, I don't know who the Niners play next week. 49ers schedule. They play. They're on bye. Nope. Are they on bye? No. They play the Buccaneers in Tampa. So going into next week, assume that Brock Purdy practices is ready to go. If you're Kyle Shanahan, how could you? One, I'll start here. I'll start at the ground, go my way up. How could you like not consider keeping Mac Jones as your starter? And now we're pretty much where we are, and we're like, how do you even go back to him?
Yep.
The hand is too hot. Like
and previously we have seen this before with the 49ers. Remember Alex Smith versus Colin Kaepernick? It was ride the hot hand. It was until you show me that you can't win, I'm sticking with you. And I think that's always a better method to that madness rather than, being too dedicated to your starter. No, like at the end of the day, Mac Jones is undefeated as your starting quarterback. And where Brock Purdy is a 50% winner. He's won one game and he's lost one game. So,
and he's playing hurt. There's no reason to throw him out there just to prove a point.
yeah, I mean, exactly that too. And just because the thing that I also do not like about certain NFL owners and organizations, they feel like they have to justify a contract and force a player to play.
Do the same thing with draft picks.
Don't do that. Just listen, play the best player. F that. F the contract. F the draft capital. Like Mac Jones is with this offense. You're winning games with him. You were a 8.5 point underdog entering this game with Mac Jones, and you ended up winning by 3 points. Like with that belittled offensive weapon skill set,
it's just a talent mismatch on paper.
Oh yeah, dude, you're telling me your best wide receiver, it's a 4-stringer and got almost like 150 yards. Are you kidding me? And it's not like this Ram defense is bad. No, it's a really good team. So I'm saying ride the hot hand. They should.
All right, there's your Thursday Night Football reaction there. I don't think we missed anything there. So let's get right into college football. That's what it says in the thumbnail. We had our NFL show, but that game was just too interesting to not talk about. So I'm going to start here. Some breaking news broke. I want to say yesterday, the day before. I forget where I saw it, but this has been rumored to be in the making for a while. I sent you a tweet a couple weeks ago about this. The Kansas Jayhawks, I believe, is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they're going to take on my Arizona State Sun Devils in the United Kingdom next year. Super interesting. I believe this is one of the few times. Is this the first time that they've gone to Britain, like
No,
England?
because Notre Dame week 0 last year went to Ireland.
Well, well, I was more talking about mainland, like you know,
I mean, it's
England,
still.
England.
I mean,
It's still the United Kingdom, but
I
you
don't
know what
know.
I'm
Did
talking
they
about.
do? Yeah, because I think they did Brexit by that point. I don't know. Who cares? I don't really follow those types of countries.
But
But
the
yeah,
overarching question that I have is there a market for college football outside of the United States or the continental or North America?
see, now we're getting into this territory of like, are we being too cute with this product? Because I'm okay with the NFL doing it because, like,
National Football League.
one, you're trying to expand your audience on that. Two, you can risk those games, somebody losing and losing a home game and stuff because your product you make more money than God can. I mean, like, and the fact that like not every week matters in the NFL. In college football, that's a bit of a difference, bro. There's no preseason. There's no like. Can you imagine if like Arizona State ends up like not winning the Big 12 or not going to a national championship because they went to London and lost a home game out of that? Like, like home field advantage is so significant in college sports. So significant. I thought it was cute when Notre Dame did that last year because they are the Fighting Irish and they went to, Ireland. That's fine. I think it was them. I think they played Florida State last year
Something like that. Yeah.
out there. But I'm not a fan of this because college football is just so US based. Like it's not an international-ish game. Yes, granted, there are international players that play college football. I get that. But like there isn't like we're going out there and we're playing like, I don't know, Hogwarts. I don't know what they have over there. Like what universities they have in England. Like that's my point. I just feel like now we're just trying to get too cute. And also, bro, the Jayhawks in Arizona, you want to go out there and give them that product? Like, no offense. I like Arizona State this year. But we're talking about next year when they're not going to have that quarterback. They ain't going to have their wide receiver Tyson by that
I
point.
think Levitt will still be there. I don't know. Tyson definitely not.
Their whole college staff, like their whole staff, more than likely is going to be hired by other programs. Maybe their head coach stays, but like the Kansas Jayhawks, bro, you're not even giving them a notable, like prestigious team to go over there. Like neither one of those teams have any type of college football pedigree. So why are they going to London? Like, I don't understand that. I can understand if you want to send an Alabama over there, they won't do that. No team in the SEC is going to go do that. So your best shot is maybe a Big Ten school, like maybe a Michigan, maybe an Ohio State, but also them too. They're not going to risk losing in a crowd to go to London. I think it's dumb.
Yeah. I guess I'll say this: the Big 12 crowds aren't quite the thing that they are with the SECs, the Big Tens. A little more on the ACC side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of agree. I don't know how well that's going to land with those folks. They get it with the NFL. I think you get enough traction with like the 6 games they get
Mm-hmm.
a year out there. Then you get into Germany. You're getting into
Brazil with this year.
Brazil, Ireland just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just I don't quite see the vision. I think it's cool, but it's not something that I think that should get a whole lot of time, get a whole lot of like. I don't know. It just I don't see.
These college
I don't
kids
quite see the
already
vision. I don't.
have
I don't quite see the point.
now. I'm probably speaking to not that many people about this subject, but like these college kids already got a crazy schedule.
That too.
You're now going to send them to an international place, right? To
Asking
go
for trouble.
exactly. They're going to go out there and explore the town. You know they will. They're college kids. And on top of that, too, we're talking about NIL era, right? So that means you got to file taxes on this shit. That means you got to file international. Oh, I played literally in a different country and received a paycheck off that. So guess what? Now you're talking about like a whole nother level of the taxes for these kiddos who barely understand how to manage money and literally going to school. Like this has a mistake written all over it. And also, bro, the Kansas Jayhawks and Arizona State, how many teams said no? You know what I mean? Like where are we at the totem pole where they're just like, man, listen, 2026, we got because how many people do you think over there even knows one that Arizona is even a state? To like what is a Jayhawk?
I still
Like
don't quite know what a Jayhawk is.
that's my point. It's just like what product are we sending over there to best represent college football? And I like both those teams, but they also don't have a history of pedigree. They don't have a national brand.
They don't have a
And then
rivalry to even begin with.
exactly. So it's not and then one, like, bro, you're just like both these teams lose a home game, or like one of them loses a home game to go over there. And I'm really hoping it's not Arizona State. They'd probably be pissed. But like I just think it's just dumb. It's just dumb. I think it's I think I hope this is Ireland in week 0 makes sense. I'm okay with that because if you have history-ish like Notre Dame and it's also week 0,
What the
like
fuck does fucking the Sun Devil have to do with the Queen of England? Like,
what history do we have from Arizona State and Kansas that relates to England? Nothing. Why are we
Dillingham, I guess. Like, I don't know.
exactly, bro? Like, what are we on about, man?
But
I'm not a fan of this. I think it's dumb.
I'm typically not a fan of like one of my favorite teams play in the UK anyway, because that means I have to fucking get up in the morning. Um,
Or better yet, what if they make this a night game like most Arizona State games? And it's like,
it's like 4 in the morning over there.
yeah, yeah. Like they do Pac 12 after dark, like how they used to. And they just do that.
They're just waking up, getting their coffee
Yeah.
or
After
their
all the
tea. I'm sorry, their tea.
whatever, yeah, and all their local stabbings they have over there. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Jack the Ripper is gonna be in attendance at this game.
he's gonna be the mascot.
Yeah. Whatever. It's dumb, man. It's dumb. If they had a university over there that they had a football team, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, well,
If they
let us
go
whoop their
against
ass. But
but that's my point. It's just like if because how great of a week 0 game that is. One, that's out of conference. Two, you go send a like I don't know, like go send a just
Northern
like
Illinois Huskies,
no, you know what? That's not a bad shout, right? Like go send like one of those schools that are just like a max school or
the
no, like if
directional
you
programs. Yeah,
like Baylor or like one of those schools that just like that probably don't have high aspirations to go to the college football playoffs or be a postseason team, and go have them play a local university and they have a football squad over there, right? And then that way it's like, okay, they're now playing at one of these big like soccer stadiums that they have over there. And it's like, okay, here's the level of talent difference. And like, so that way they know how to gauge what they need to do to improve upon. And technically it's a home game for them. And it's week 0. You're already playing like most of these schools are already playing dumb schools anyway. In the
Northern
week.
Arizona. Yeah,
Exactly. Like that's what I mean. Like, let's do that instead. Like, rather than, hey, by the way, here's 2 teams that y'all have no history or relation to. And I highly doubt that there's any alumni from Arizona State or Kansas out there. And you're going to see a whole bunch of people in the stands with probably like NFL jerseys. Because, like, I mean, there's going to probably be troops. I don't even know if we have even troops stationed over there. That'd probably be Like
Maybe that's some
yeah.
different bases across the.
But like that's what I think they should have done was that like find a local university over there. Like I don't know. Like I said, go play Hogwarts. I don't know what's over there, and just play like Hufflepuff or Slytherin
I
or
like our
whatnot.
side of the. I like our side of the pond a little better.
Well, yeah, because we're just a lot. I mean, there's no way exactly. Like so, I just think it's dumb.
We got cooler stuff. Speaking of cooler stuff, one of the more prestigious cities in America is getting to host the 2028 National College Football Championship. It is the city of New Orleans.
Oh, okay,
Um,
Sugar Bowl.
yep. Um, I've heard it's like the most walkable city in America.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
crime
heard
rate's
that.
pretty high over there too. It's pretty
Well,
scary.
it's everywhere these days. Um, so yeah, they just hosted the Super Bowl. They're coming off of a pretty solid vibes for sure. And then
They've always been a Grace host city. They've
yeah,
always have been. It's that time of the year is always really good over there. You know, I mean, LSU loves that because almost every time New Orleans gets a national championship, they end up being really good that year too. I think that what was it? Nick Saban was the Nick Saban year they won when they was in there. I know Les Miles' year, his year when he won the national championship, he won in New Orleans, and I believe the year that they played Alabama in the national championship game was in New Orleans and they lost.
was it the Burrow year?
The Burrow year, I do not know if they played Clemson in the Sugar Bowl. If it did, that means I think like they're 2 for 3, or they've been to the Sugar Bowl. LSU has been to the Sugar Bowl 4 times, every time it's hosted lately, since the BCS era that I can remember.
LSU holds a all-time record of 4 wins and 2 losses in the Superdome, including a 3-0 record in national championship games. They beat Oklahoma in the national championship in 2004.
Yep.
They beat Ohio State in 2007.
Yep.
They lost to Alabama
Mm-hmm.
in 2011, and in 2019, LSU defeated Clemson. So I guess that was
Yep.
in
So that there you go. So that means, like I said, that means in 2028, LSU's going to the national title game.
place your bets, friends,
Great futures bet if you can get it.
for sure. Don't have too much thoughts on that. Just wanted to throw that out there. When's the last time Houston hosted one?
Not too long ago, I believe. Right? I think we did we also did that Final Four stuff too. I believe that was
Right.
last year. I think last or 2 years ago. And then because I remember the Pat McAfee bus. Pat McAfee bus was here when Michigan won the national championship game. It was hosted in Houston.
Really?
Yep. Because I remember when I was living in my townhome at the time, I drove.
Oh yeah,
I
that's when
want.
they beat the brakes off Washington.
I remember when I wanted ice cream so bad that night, and I was just like, I think that was a Sunday night, and I'm driving, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Pat McAfee's bus, like right there, like in like that certain area of Houston. I was like, oh shit, like that's kind of crazy, but yeah, I mean, Houston's a good. It's the thing is about Houston, we're so overwhelming because we're 2.5 hours in every direction. So like, there's so much to do in this town. Like Houston proper, like it's sometimes you could get a bad rap of Houston because you're like not in Houston, but you're in the area around Houston, the greater Houston area. But I mean, we're a decent host city. I just think, but you really have to have a good local person to kind of like put you in the right direction of where to go in town. We're like New Orleans. I think it's super tourist friendly. It's super accessible to a lot of things. Everything's really close together. Same thing with Dallas. Dallas is super tourist heavy. Like it's not that you can go to Fort Worth, you go to Stockyards, you can go to Arlington. I mean, Texas Live and all that stuff. Where Houston is like, okay, by the way, enjoy, pick your own adventure. And most tourists don't like that because it's just like, no, I kind of want like a sense of direction of where to go and like be in a little confined area. And Houston is not at all that. Like we do not have one spot. We have so many other spots like East Downtown, Uptown, Midtown, the Heights. You know, you can go on the beach and then go like up north, like within the same day. Like it's all like super diverse. But I mean, I think we are a great host city. But we do need a better stadium though. NRG is kind of a piece of crap. It's 23 years old now.
Yeah. It's as old as me. Jesus. Fun fact.
But yeah, good for New Orleans.
Fun fact: the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl when they first hosted the Super Bowl down there in Houston. Beat the Panthers.
Yes, that is true. The only other
28-3. They did.
Yep, 28-3. Yep, that was probably the most insane Super Bowl I ever saw in my life, and it was here in town. That was pretty cool. But like I said, I think the area in which, because most Super Bowls, like, because you kind of want to build stuff around these venues, right? Because so that way it's like, oh, you can go here. Let me tell you this about NRG. One, you're near a whole bunch of homeless people all the time.
Good.
There is nothing to do next to that stadium at all. There is the Astrodome that is literally collecting dust and asbestos. The NRG Center, which half the time is just fucking closed off. Like, it's just kind of like this. It's built like a strip mall, but half the time it's a convention center that we host for the like Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. We put all of our vendors and we do the FFA. We do like the livestock showing in there when the animals are being sold off for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. But near that side of town, one, there's not good eating over there. There's no good hotels next to that stadium too. So I think Houston, and then also it's nowhere near any other stadium in town. The Astros are literally like a 30 to 30-minute drive on the other side. And then they're next to the Dynamo, the two soccer teams, the women's and men's one. And then U of H is on a different side of town where their stadium is. And then the Rockets are like relatively close to where the Astros play. Like, we're so all over the place.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the Toyota Center?
The Toyota Center, a little bit down the street from it's next to the George R. Brown Convention Center. It's near that area. Same thing with like
I'm nodding along like I've ever been to Houston in my life.
Yeah, like it's listen, I mean, but still, like, for people who don't understand, like, Houston is just a vastly large city. It can be a great host city. I just think that we need a better NFL stadium, or we just need to do something with, like, I don't understand how the Astrodome is still up there. It's a waste of space. Makes no sense.
Nothing's going on. It's just abandoned, sitting there.
Literally, it's just an abandoned building, like a couple like yards away from NRG.
Would a young Gerardo break in there just to see what's up?
Oh, it has been many times. There's so many people that have done, like, they do those YouTube channels that do like abandoned buildings. They had that one dude scale and get onto the roof of it.
Probably not safe. It's probably on the verge of collapsing at this point.
Yeah, but I think like he partnered up with NRG to do something with that. But one of the cool things about the Astrodome back in the day, they made the whole top row of the Astrodome glass at first because they did not want to have turf in there. They wanted grass and they needed sunlight to get in, and it didn't work out. And they ended up going with AstroTurf or turf. And then they just call it AstroTurf because of the Astrodome.
Yep.
So it was kind of cool, the fact that they did the whole top part glass and then it had the roof on top of it.
And yet you still said, fuck the Astros, go Rangers.
Yes, because the Astros were the disastros when I was growing up. They were
the Astros, the Lastros. Yeah.
But yeah, disastros, Lastros, Astros, Trastros. I mean, technically when they won, they were still called the Trastros. So yeah, but no, yeah. I mean, also I'm a big Josh Hamilton fan. He was the greatest baseball player I've ever saw play. He was insane and absolutely crazy. That's why I've never been me personally, I've never been any type of Houston sports fan, because the Oilers, to me, were the greatest team to ever exist in Houston. By far, super marketable, unbelievable colors, great owner, do not care what people say, and the city of Houston treated them like shit. He wanted a new stadium. They didn't want to give it to him. They said, you have to pay for it, but we also kind of want to own it. He said, F that. He leaves and relocates to Tennessee. We all know this. And then Houston gets his team and they build a new stadium. And he's like, what? So you build a new stadium when I leave, but you wouldn't give me one when I had the product here. And that's why, like, when Bud Adams, every time he would play the Houston Texans, he'd double birded them from the owner's box every single time, and I love that.
Too bad
So
Amy Adams sucks at her job, but what are you
yeah,
gonna do?
it is what it is. So yeah, that's why. I mean, it's just also Houston is like very much LA when it comes to sports.
Oh, they're just like,
Bro, if the team sucks, I have so much other things to do in my life. Like, you know
it's
what I
not like
mean?
here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's like Green Bay. Like, dude, there's literally nothing to do but watch the Packers. Any Ohio team, there's nothing else to
In
do.
Boston, it's live, breathe, die, fucking sports. Because what else is there? You have the academics, which is why like
Mm.
academia, like they don't really care about the sports. They really care about, oh hey, where you
The
invest in this,
opposite
that,
end
and
of
the
the
third. Like, you
spectrum.
know what I mean?
Yeah, the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Like, so it's just pretty much super book smart people who are probably not really into sports.
Yeah, and then they got beach houses on Nantucket and up on the coast. No big deal. Um, but yeah, normal people like
But
go
then also,
Celtics, go
like, y'all had
Bruins,
a
go Sox, go Pats.
yeah, because y'all have like a huge underdog outside of the Celtics, an underdog mentality in most
Well,
of your
even they
sports.
like to pretend that they have a underdog.
Yeah, but like I mean, like so that means usually when you're always being shitted on as a fan base, you kind of devote yourself even more so to your team, and then all of a sudden you had, I mean, the run that legendary run that's still going on since the year 2000. Like that means you've had multiple generations of people growing up with not only parents who lived that being underdogs, but then now it paid off. And then now it like translated to just more than like now it's just a great devotion to those
Spoiled
things.
fucking kids.
I mean, it's not being spoiled, but it's also just like how many generations suffered beforehand of the Patriots being a joke? How many years was like the Bruins a joke?
The Red Sox.
The Red Sox were forever a joke. Like, and that's what I mean. It's like y'all built yourself on a legacy of so many like failures, bad transaction, bad free agency, bad coaches in so many different departments. You're like, I'm gonna still stick with my team. We're here in Houston, bro. We lose one game, bro. I'm okay. I don't turn this TV off. Put something else on. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
like? There's
what's on CMT tonight?
yeah, like so many other things to do. The city's so big.
I would like to visit one day, but
It's a great town. I say it's a great city on earth.
no, I love Phoenix, man. All right, so speaking of what's on fire lately, Sam Pittman out at
Yep.
Arkansas, and our boy Bobby Petrino back with the headset.
And he completely cleaned house. He said, if I'm gonna be interim head coach, I don't want none of y'all people here. Good for him, man. I can't wait till he gets back on that motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen,
With
I
whatever
love
sorority girl that
listen,
popped up.
he is unbelievably talented though as a play caller, man. I mean, Lamar Jackson. I mean, who else was it? Was it Ryan Mallett? I think he coach Ryan Mallett.
Arkansas, yeah, very good.
Yep, he was.
Rest in peace, Ryan Mallett.
Yep, I mean, dude had a squad. He knows how to build an offense, bro. He's really good. He's a really talented head coach.
So
He's
you're
probably
saying
one of
the Hog should give him the full?
the full hog. Yeah, the hog
Yeah,
should give him the full hog, 100.
good,
percent
good.
He's probably one of the most underrated like BCS era coaches. I really like him. I think he's going to be a good. And also, Arkansas really loves him. So I think it's a good. I think it's great. I mean, they got blown out by Notre Dame, but like that was kind of they were supposed to win that game. So good for them. And I think it's a good move forward for Arkansas.
Let's see what they got coming up on the schedule.
They're probably going to be right into conference play.
So they're off this week.
Oh, okay,
Next week they're
good.
playing Tennessee.
I'm probably going to lose
Imagine,
that game.
imagine they play Texas A&M.
Probably okay. We're starting 0-2,
They're at home though,
and it's a rivalry game too.
and weird shit happens down there in Arkansas.
I mean, and any given Saturday in the SEC, baby.
Don't make me twist your arm. Arkansas and Auburn.
That could be a decent matchup.
Arkansas and those useless incest fucks down in Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
They go to LSU.
Yeah, loss on that one.
And then they go to Texas.
Probably a loss.
and then they host Missouri.
I mean, it's not going to look good for him at the end of the resume, but they do get
you're no belief in our boy Bobby Petrino.
No, I mean, because the SEC SEC West is really talented this year. Really talented this year.
He can
They're
pull
just
off
lucky
some
they
upsets.
don't.
He can pull off some upsets.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
while upsetting the parents of some poor college girl.
Yeah, I mean, well, or I mean, making them proud. If they're saying that their daughter got with Bobby Petrino, I feel like that is a highlight in Arkansas. You know,
Yeah,
put that on the
ain't much
mantle.
else going on down there.
Put that on the mantle.
We'll leave you to think of what that is. But yeah, Bobby Petrino down there. Pittman obviously fired. I'm not too familiar. You think he's gonna land on his feet anywhere?
Nah, he got blown out. He also the way he lost too. He got blown out by Notre Dame.
Damn, it's the first time you called them Notre Dame today.
Well, I mean, they
Losing
won
your edge.
some. They won some, so they're at least a Damer there.
Yep, roll out those gold helmets. Okay, so let's take a look at the Heisman race. It's been a little while since we've talked about that.
A guy that
obviously it feels like Dante Moore's to lose.
Yeah, I mean, the guy I've been high on from the very beginning. I mean, the guy that kind of has a chip on his shoulder because, you know, he feels some type of way that Arch Manning was rated the number one quarterback in his recruiting class. And he's proven so far to be that dude. That he's the true. I mean, dude, if he keeps playing like this, man, he's the number one overall pick in the NFL draft. And he hasn't even unlocked his potential. That game against Penn State is just the tip of the iceberg on his talent. Dante Moore, I mean, entering this, I said that y'all could go check it out on that video, was just, I think that it's Oregon's second best ever quarterback that they've had there, like in total talent. Like behind Marcus Mariota, it's Dante Moore. He sat on this offense already last year. He's fully ready to play. He was a true freshman starter at UCLA when he first came in, transferred to Oregon, sat behind, Dylan Gabriel, and now is ready to be that dude. I think he can win. He's the favorite right now. I think of that like plus 750.
DraftKings has him plus 700.
And it's a good bet to make. It really is a good bet to make. I mean, he had his Heisman-ish moment by beating Penn State in Happy Valley.
Whiteout game too.
Exactly, bro. Everything. And he was on a national spotlight, and they took that game to overtime, and he fully commanded that offense. He's really talented. I think it is his to lose. I think, unfortunately, with John Mateer sitting out, his hand, that surgery, he's not going to play the UT game. That if he would have played the UT game and like threw for 400 yards, then we're having like a real conversation of like, damn, this may come down to the wire, because Oregon doesn't play any notable rivalry games. And if they were to play Oregon State, they would wax them. And where UT and Oklahoma hate each other, like legitimately can't stand each other. So Texas is a little bit more because what Texas was like looked at preseason wise too. And I think Oregon should be the number one team right now in the nation. They beat at Penn State. That is not a place to win in a whiteout game. Like, they are the best team in the nation to me. And you have the best player on the team too. And Dan Lanning as a coach is absolutely a dude. Absolutely love that guy. I would 100% love for him to be a head coach on so many other teams. Like him and Mario Cristobal are my two favorite guys right now coaching.
Well, they don't have Dante Moore running away from this with the title yet. There are a couple guys that are within a couple hundred of them, and I'll list them off. Number 2, according to DraftKings, is Ty Simpson of Alabama at plus 850.
Yeah, beat Georgia, had a really good game. He's really good stats. Yep, that doesn't surprise me. And it's Alabama.
Wide receiver Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State plus 1,000.
That's not close anymore. I think he kind of lost that within the first 3 weeks.
Carson Beck of Miami plus 1,100.
No, I'm not too bad about that because he is going to be playing some tough games coming up, and he has looked very, very good. I think he's probably the guy that I would put right behind Dante Moore.
Over Ty Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll I'll leave it off with these two tied at plus 1,300. Fernando Mendoza of Indiana and Trinidad Chambliss of Ole Miss plus 1,300.
Yeah, I mean they're like cute names and whatnot. Sure, I mean like Trinidad Chambliss looked really good against LSU, so that doesn't surprise me. He had a relative Heisman moment. If they keep winning out the rest of the year, then I mean he probably has a better shot out of everybody there too, long term wise. If they just keep winning, because his schedule gets harder, and then he's in the SEC, he's going to get way more national attention.
Sam Levitt plus 1,900. Not that anybody asked. Okay. Let's move on from that because it feels like Dante Moore's to lose with Simpson and Beck kind of riding behind him. Title contenders. We're kind of getting into the thick of it here.
Yeah.
Let's look at these college football playoff. To make the college football. No, I want to see who's going to win. Champion. Okay. So I will give you how many teams are in the playoffs?
I believe 12.
12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to go from 12 up.
Gotcha.
As far as what DraftKings thinks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go off of the top 12. Actually, let's leave with the top 12, actually. I think that's a better way to go about this.
Yeah, leave the DraftKings one up too, just in case. I would like to see that too.
Yeah, I'll go right back to it. College football rankings.
Number
this is what
one
happens
is
when you do your prep work. You know.
So Ohio State's probably number one, I believe so.
Okay, so we're going with the FBS poll. Number 1 is Ohio State still.
I wouldn't put them at number 1.
Number 2 is Oregon.
That's the number 1 team.
Number 3 is Miami.
They should be number 2.
Ole Miss is number 4.
Ooh, yes. I'm not too bad about that. Maybe like 5? Maybe
5 is Oklahoma.
Okay. Yep.
6 is A&M.
I'm not too sure about that.
7 is Penn State.
They shouldn't be in the top 10.
Indiana is number 8.
They keep winning. They're undefeated, so I can't argue with that.
Texas number 9.
That's all right.
Alabama at number 10.
They should be ranked higher. I think that you can argue they should be like the number 4 team. That Georgia team is really good.
Texas Tech, number 11.
They need to start beating some good players. They're kind of like good teams.
The games are coming.
Yeah.
Arizona State, BYU. That's it. Never mind. And number 12 is Georgia.
Yep. Georgia probably is my favorite one-loss team. No, well, Alabama's up there too, but I would say yeah. I like
Georgia more than Alabama, even despite the loss.
I wouldn't mind a matchup between them again, but I think Alabama should be ranked higher. Ole Miss had a really good win because and LSU's kind of looking to be fake again. I think that game was kind of more damning to LSU than it was for Ole Miss.
It was worse for LSU than it was good for Ole Miss, is what you're saying.
Yep. I would still say number 1, Oregon's number 1, Miami's number 2. I think those are my 2 right now to go to the national championship game. Number 3, I would probably put I'm not too
Ohio State.
No. I think that's barely a top 5 team. They play
so
fucking nobody,
you're putting
man.
Miami and Ole Miss over them?
Oh yeah, I think Ole Miss is a better team than Ohio State. I think Alabama's better.
Now.
I like Alabama better than Ohio State. I like Georgia better than Ohio State.
7.
Yeah. I think it's like you just got to come down to who are they going to be playing against this year. Like I think they're going to be very much they haven't been tested that much.
Well, they got the Gophers this week on primetime. We'll get to that. Don't spoil it. We got Illinois next week.
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin after that. They host Penn State. They go to Purdue. They host UCLA. Oh, God, Nico.
Bro, so you're telling me that their one hard game that you just mentioned is hosting Penn State, and Penn State's a fraud?
You don't think going to Illinois is all that hard?
Oh, hell no. USC, what was it? USC lost to them, right?
Yeah, this week's game. Yeah. They host Rutgers, and then they go to Michigan, where
You
they
see what I'm
haven't
saying?
won
So you're telling me
years.
So, yeah, they haven't won in 4 years straight. And on top of that, they don't play Oregon until it's the national champion, until it's the
Big Ten championship.
Yeah. And by that point, it'll be too late. Because, well, no, because what's it? My theory is that if the winner and loser automatically go to the playoffs. So, I mean, sure, but you're not facing any good opponents, man. You're not. So
they might be. They might be.
I like Oregon #1. I like Miami. I'm a big fan of. I like Alabama and Georgia, both of them. Ole Miss is nice. Texas A&M is pretty decent. I mean, I do need to see them tested against other teams as well too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you ready for me to give you the top 12 according to DraftKings as far as who's winning the championship?
Yep.
Number 12, Notre Dame plus 2,500.
Get the hell out of here. Bye. I'm already done with that.
Number 11.
12? What? Okay.
Number 11, LSU plus 2,200.
I mean, sure.
Number 10, Texas A&M plus 2,200.
I mean, that's about right.
Number 9, Oklahoma plus 2,000.
I'm not too mad about it.
Number 8, Ole Miss plus 2,000.
I'm not too mad about it either because it is the SEC and like they're gonna have to be facing good opponents.
Precipitous drop off, and as far as long odds, these are getting tighter. What are we at? Number 7. Number 7, the U plus 1,100.
Really? Because they're gonna cakewalk the ACC. They're gonna probably win they're gonna win their championship game in the ACC. They're gonna be a nice higher seed, and they're probably gonna get.
You don't hate that bet.
I think that's a good bet to put on them.
Plus 1,100.
No shit. That's really nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. Number 6, Georgia plus 950.
That's not bad neither. That's not too bad neither.
Number 5, Penn State plus 800.
That's the worst one on the list. Notre Dame's worse, but this one's pretty bad. The fifth best odds? Get out of here. After getting waxed by Oregon?
Number 4, Texas plus 800.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Number 3, Alabama plus 750.
That's not too bad because how they played against Georgia, and if they go to the SEC championship game and beat Georgia again, then I'm okay with that.
Number 2,
Ohio State. No,
Oregon plus 550.
Yeah, that's not a bad bet neither.
And number 1, Ohio State plus 500.
Okay, so it's almost. Okay,
what are the schools that you want to know about?
What are the 4 teams outside looking in?
Indiana plus 4,000.
Okay.
Texas Tech plus 4,000.
Okay.
Michigan plus 4,000. What?
Wow. They have them that high. You know why? Because I bet you there's good odds that they think they're going to beat Ohio State.
Tennessee plus 5,000.
So in that list, I have 4 bets on there that I'm not happy with. Notre Dame, 12th best odds.
Yeah.
But we're also talking about long odds too at that point.
But so there's a gap between them and Indiana of 1,500.
Penn State, bye.
Number 5.
Texas, you serious?
Number 4.
Yeah. Excuse me. Those
And
are the
Ohio
teams
State plus 500.
yeah, those are the I can't. No, those are bad bets. Those are bad bets. A good bet is Miami.
Miami plus 1100. Lock it in on DraftKings, folks.
Oh my God, yeah. Are you kidding me? Dude, that team is super complete. Like, you have a potential Heisman contender on there. You have an insane good prospect in Bain defensively. Like, they are a really good team. They are. I like the Miami bet.
Arizona State plus 12,000.
I mean, it's not bad.
Worse than Iowa State plus 11,000. Florida State plus 9,000. USC, SoCal, not Southern Carolina, plus 6,000. TCU plus 20,000.
Where's UNC at? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. That's probably like 20,000 plus.
Well, they're below San Diego State.
Yep.
They're not on the list.
Good for them.
They're not on the list. Control F. UNC. Nope. North Carolina. Oh, never mind. There they are. Plus 100,000.
Not too bad of a bet,
They're
y'all. You have
they're hanging
$100
around
to
North
throw away.
Texas, Navy,
You have
Pittsburgh,
100
Rutgers, Syracuse, Cincinnati, Colorado.
If you have
A lot of
$100
plus 100,000 teams.
you have $100 to throw away, be my guess.
I don't even know if I'd bet them to make the Mayo Bowl. But
yeah, to wrap it up, I got Oregon number 1, Miami number 2. I would say number 3. I mean, because they haven't lost. Yeah, you still got to put Ohio State there. I like Oklahoma, but Mateer being hurt is a little bit of a concern for me. I like Alabama. I like Ole Miss. I like Georgia. I think those three teams are like relative or very close to one another. And then even though they are undefeated, I still got A&M outside looking in. I think because if put it against that way, right? Because they're on the SEC. Out of those 4 teams, which teams would you rather trust to win out? You would put Alabama and Georgia above
Yep.
Ole Miss and A&M.
I would agree.
So that's why. But I mean, Texas Tech has a nice. I mean, that experiment's still looking strong. It's still looking strong. So
Can they hold on when Arizona State spots them 17 points?
jeez, Louise.
Because we know that God, who was it last week? It was they played on Friday night. TCU. They gave TCU 17 points and they won. Couldn't do that against Mississippi State, which pisses me off beyond belief, but neither here nor there. All right, let's get into our featured matchups and go home, shall we?
Here we go.
All righty. Starting off hot. Wisconsin headed to the big house to take on Michigan, ranked number 20. University of Michigan minus 17.5. I don't know what these guys are coming off of as far as games.
Michigan played what? Did they play Nebraska? I believe. And that was Will Compton shaving his head bald.
That's right. That's right.
I got Michigan on this one. Easy. They're actually a really good team. I think they're going to improve later down. They have a nice ceiling to them. Like if they get going by the end of the year, this could be a very scary team.
Michigan?
To face. Yes.
Yeah, so they have Wisconsin, then they're going to go to USC, and then play Washington.
Mm-hmm.
As far as Wisconsin, who is the bane of my existence, they're coming off of 2 straight losses at Alabama versus Maryland. Then they got at Michigan versus Iowa versus Ohio State. Tough.
Yeah, I want to say
Michigan. And then Oregon, at Oregon. Brutal.
Yeah. You see, like, put it this way. I wish Ohio State had that schedule. I maybe respect them.
All right. So we're taking Michigan. What do you think about that line? 17.5.
That's about right. I mean, Wisconsin's on 2 straight losses. They're like morally defeated. They're going to go into the big house. Tough place to win.
Is it okay to say I hate both these teams on this next one?
I'm disappointed in one of them.
Clemson at UNC.
Yeah, this is a very disappointing game.
Dabo Sweeney versus Bill Belichick. I hate both of them.
Coaches that may not see next year if they keep
one
this
definitely shouldn't. I don't know about the other, but
Clemson 14.5 point favorite. I mean, they're probably gonna wax UNC this game.
The fuck out of them.
I think this is a game in which Clemson really they're gonna out talent them big time. They should. If UNC loses by only 13 points or less, that's a win.
That's a win. Absolutely, that's a win. Belichick might save his job by not losing more than 15 points.
Oh yeah.
But I am going to be watching the first quarter of that just out of sheer curiosity of how bad it's going to go. Can't wait. Number 9, UT, Texas. Sorry, Tennessee fans. I'm with Gerardo on this one. Number 9, they're going to Florida, the Swamp, to play the Gators, who have been quite disappointed to say the least.
First time they started 1-3 in a very long time.
Texas is 6.5 point favorites headed to the Swamp. What do you think about that?
Florida's upsetting them. Florida's defense is.
Is this where Arch Manning gets rid of the horseshoe up his ass?
Dude, this Florida's defense is sick. Legitimately a really good team. This Florida team is what the Texans are right now. Their offense is ass, but this defense is probably going to be top 10 in the nation.
So they're going to drag them down to their level.
I think one, you're playing at Florida. Gainesville's a tough place to play. And Arch Manning has not looked good this season at all. And he's
not
going against
one shining moment, I don't think.
Exactly. Not one bit. And I think fully he's going to go to Gainesville and he's going to get a rude awakening. I think Florida's defense is going to win him this game. Don't be surprised if he is over and under pick 6.5. Wow. I think two interceptions returned for touchdowns. I think he's gonna have a bad turnover game this game, 6 total.
Welcome to college football, Arch Manning.
Yeah, and maybe transfer to Sam Houston State or something like that.
Weirdly, potentially fun game. Number 16 Vanderbilt at number 10 Alabama.
Yeah, this is the I believe this is the game of because Theo Vaughn is the guest picker for this.
Is he a Vandy guy?
Yes, big Vandy guy. Because he stays in Nashville right now, and supposedly him and Diego, right? That Diego Paiva is he's supposed to go on a date with his mom.
I did read something about that. Good for them.
They've been waiting on him to take her out on a date, and and he's the guest picker. First of all, I love Theo Vaughn on the guest picker thing because he's so funny. Because when he did it last time, he goes, I have no idea about either one of these teams, so yeah, go Dogs. He would just say something like that, and poor Lee Corso, who has no earthly idea who Theo Vaughn is or his humor, and he was like, "What?" And because
hold your horses there, redneck.
Not even he's like, "What did you just say?" Because how Theo Vaughn's comedy is, it's super all over. But if you're not super in depth,
weirdly dry, but
it's dry. But if you're it's funny because you think he's pretending to be stupid, but he's not. He's actually really smart, and he's doing all these references. But I think Alabama should win this game.
By how much? By over 10.5?
I think it's going to be a lot closer.
I think it could be fun.
I think it's going to be a really fun game, actually. I think it's the funnest game on the schedule.
You're going to say that right before we get to that one. Boise State headed to number 21. Say it, Gerardo. Notre
Lame.
They are
20.5
point favorites. Boise State sucks.
That's well, they were remember that was a preseason number 12. What was it?
That was your fault.
Yeah, and then they had a really bad first. They lost to USF.
Shout out to their Linsanity run, USF.
Oh yeah, Notre Dame should win this game. They should. They
You just call them
should.
Notre Dame again. Good for you.
Well, they should win. If they win, they're Notre Dame.
What if they lose? The Boise
They're not even gonna get. They're just lame. That's all they are. They're not even
lose the
neutral.
Notre.
Yeah.
And we'll come on here, and I'm sure we'll be totally mature and not at all crass about it.
No, 100%. The Golden Domers, yeah, whatever.
Speaking of Golden, the Minnesota Golden Gophers are headed to number 1 Ohio State, going to the Horseshoe, is what they call their stadium.
Yep.
The number 1 ranked Buckeyes taking on the Gophers. Ohio State is a 20.5 point favorite.
No, 23.5. 23.5.
Oh, it moved, son of a bitch. Disrespectful.
God, it is. It is very disrespectful. Why isn't it minus 45? I'm not understanding. I'm kidding. I think
Should be minus 4.5. That's how it's going to be. Gophers minus 4.5.
Ohio State should win this game. They should.
They should. But listen, the Gophers have a very stingy defense. Coy Parrish is the man, straight up. Drake Lindsay put on an absolute masterclass against Rutgers last week. It seems like they're starting to kind of figure out the motion on offense a little bit. Starting to get a little pep in their step. This is obviously going to be a very daunting task. Wouldn't say it's going to be a win by any means. Wouldn't even say that it's going to be within a touchdown. But they can't make this a game going into the fourth quarter.
I think it's like a 14-point game. That's what I would have put the spread at. I think that's what it's most like.
And would it shock you if they covered?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this is a great bet to put on for Minnesota. And then we say this, and then Jeremiah Smith has like a 300-yard game.
Not on Coy Parrish, damn it.
But yeah, I think I really do think this is a great bet to put on for the spread. Yeah. I think so.
Wouldn't shock me enough they're within a touchdown. I wouldn't bet on it. But within 23.5, give me a break. Ski you ma, row the boat. Go Gophers. Got to put on that John Gruden video with him with the row. Number 3, Miami. Carson Beck headed to Florida State number 80 to take on Tommy Castellanos and the Seminoles, where Miami is a 4.5 point favorite.
A little bit unfortunate for Miami that Florida State lost in Virginia.
Because Tommy Castellanos blows.
What a shock.
Who could have called that? Certainly not me.
But
I've been saying that forever.
Because it would have looked like a really good win because they were the number 10th ranked team. If they would have won, they probably would have been in the single digit number range for Florida State. Hell, they probably would have put them a little bit higher compared to some one-loss teams, and that would have looked really good for Miami. And then I think Miami's going to beat this team. They should.
Blacks or just beat
them. I think probably maybe a 6-point game. 4.5 is about right. It's a rivalry game too. But I love Miami. I think Miami's a really good team this year.
All about the U. All right, finally. Those useless inbred fucks with their cowbells at Mississippi State. They're headed to, what do they call it? Kyle Field down there, Texas A&M?
Hey, Johnny Manziel, the house that Johnny built.
Absolutely. Probably my favorite college player of all time, Johnny Manziel.
100%. I remember I was talking to a local artist, Ryan Hunter, here when I was at the Fort Bend County Fair the other day in rodeo. And because he graduated in 2014. And mind you, I was already out and I was in college by then. And when I told him about dude, when I was in college, College Station was literally just another podunk town that you drove through. If it wasn't football season, there was nothing to do there. That place right now, bro, this is a city you could actually live in now. Have a family there, go to school, everything. Has everything there. It's a proper city now and not a town. And Texas A&M, give credit where credit is due to the man, Johnny Manziel. He should live rent-free in A&M. He should be able to eat for free at A&M everywhere he goes. They should name the stadium after him. I do not care. And the funny part
is
not
stadium, statue outside the stadium.
He was the most un-A&M person of all time. A&M is very agricultural. They're very much about science and
It's like,
nerdy.
fuck you, dude.
He is very much a frat bro. And I absolutely love him. Bless me.
you.
My bad. I got Texas A&M winning this game.
I did too.
I should.
Hope they blow them out. Blow
14
them out.
14.5 is a bit low for them, I think, too, in this game. If you're the number 6 team in the nation,
Well,
you're
Mississippi State has been around hanging with everybody, so.
Yeah, but like it's still Mississippi State. Like if you're the number 6 ranked team, right? Like for instance, the Minnesota against Ohio State, that's 1 versus like Minnesota, right? Why is that game 23.5 and this one's only 14.5?
SEC.
Like, okay, but Mississippi State was literally the worst team in the SEC last year.
That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Listen, I hate them to death, but they did beat my
I got
team.
Texas A&M like by 17. If put it this way, Mississippi State covers this game, Texas A&M shouldn't be ranked in the top 10. That's my stance on that.
So they'll have to come back and visit.
Sounds good to me.
But those are the featured matchups.
Arizona State's off this week.
They are off this week. They'll be headed to Utah next week. Or they'll host Utah. I think they're headed to Utah.
What about my Raider Rashes? What are we up to this week?
You're playing Houston.
Ah, are they in town?
Yes.
Well. Should I go to that game?
I think you should.
Is it a morning game, noon game? What is it?
Stand by. 7 p.m.
Oh, I have to actually be at. I have to be at a remote. I got to be back at that rodeo, the Fort Bend County Fair and Rodeo that night. I could go to there and then leave and then just go to the game.
Get in for pretty decent. I don't know.
If I get a sideline pass, that'd be sick. But I'm gonna be like, hey, by the way, I'm not rooting for U of H.
There is no college football going on around me. Well, actually, I have not checked New Hampshire.
Do we have a Friday game tomorrow or today when this is getting posted?
So last night, Sam Houston beat the shit out of New Mexico State. We do have a slate of games today.
Okay, what we got?
Western Kentucky at Delaware.
Okay, Joe Flacco's going to be proud.
UNC Charlotte taking on South Florida.
Oh, first of all, the only reason why we're talking about UNC Charlotte is because of UNC.
But they're playing South Florida at Raymond James Stadium. USF minus 28.5. Never mind. The New Mexico Lobos, I believe, is what they are. They're heading to San Jose State. Be on FS1.
How bad is your universities in New Mexico that both your teams have already played before Saturday?
West Virginia at BYU.
That's not a bad game.
They got BYU minus 18.
And I believe that's the Pat McAfee induction day. He will be inducted into the Ring of Honor for UNN for Western Virginia.
But they're going to be in BYU?
Or did he already get inducted last week?
I was about to say, they're doing this in Utah with the Mormons?
Hey, now. Mormons ain't too bad now. I do appreciate the women that are out there in Utah.
Yeah, but their favorite party drink is Dr. Pepper, man.
Exactly. First of all, made in Waco, Texas, the greatest soda of all time.
I agree.
Elite ice cream, too. They have a Dr. Pepper float ice cream by Bluebell. Absolutely.
So I'll be headed to Houston tomorrow.
Then also, if there's a Whataburger nearby, they do a seasonal Dr. Pepper shake.
Dude, I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. That's the plan.
See, Dr. Pepper's absolutely. I love.
I agree. I'm not a soda guy anymore.
Same here. I think I'm on 3 months now of no soda.
I'll have one every once in a while.
Like that's why y'all been seeing me drink flavorless soda. I still like the fizzes though.
Mr. Carbonation over there. And then closing out the night, 10:30, Colorado State at San Diego State.
Jeez, good for them. That Colorado team is probably easier to root for though. How's Nico doing? What is UCLA up to?
It's UCLA.
What's UCLA up to? That's our favorite player this year.
Ain't shit. That's what they're up to.
So how about this? Because the more years that we're going to be doing this, we're going to eventually come up with our own.
Oh no!
Here we go.
They're hosting Penn State fresh out the loss.
Come on, Nico, prove us wrong.
James Franklin's gonna shove that bald head up his ass, man.
Let me tell you something. So, obviously, you know of Antoine. So, me and Antoine, we've been friends since like 2013, I believe, 2012.
Yeah.
So, we have our all-time favorite team. So, these are players / prospects we just hate that we have never like understood the hype to. For instance, like our and this is guys that we just like talk so much shit about and memed on. Nico is becoming ours. Like that's our quarterback right now. So like come years on in, like me and you are going to probably be like, who's our all-time starting quarterback for the EU podcast? Oh, Nico. Nico Miami. Biggest joke of all time.
So it's the all douche team.
It's not douche, but it's just like the all-time, like it's just a meme team, right? Like so for instance, with me and Antoine, because it's either like players we really loved or players that we just couldn't stand. It's like those types of niches. So it's never like me and you were never going to be like, oh, Josh Allen. It's like, yeah, no shit. Josh Allen's a really good player. But like this year for us, it would be like CJ Stroud or like Anthony Richardson or like JJ McCarthy. JJ would be like a guy that would be on our
That'd be our NFL guy, yeah.
Where in college football, like me and Antoine, ours were Bryce Petty, if you remember him from Baylor.
Oh man, I liked him.
I could not stand him because
fucking
his stats
petty
were
wop, man.
Because he was so fake. His stats were so fake. And the fact that that dude even got drafted in the NFL is insane. Because
remember when he got absolutely sandwiched by Cam Wake and Ndamukong Suh?
Yeah, he was really bad. He was a really bad player. Because he was for instance, like, you know, I talk about Arch Manning that his like accuracy issues are like unbelievably bad.
He's got the worst of Peyton and Eli.
Like the funny part about Bryce Petty was putting up all these crazy numbers at Baylor at that time. His accuracy, if you eliminated screens and bubble screens from his playbook, he was only a 53% passer.
Sounds like Kellen Mond.
There you go. Another all-time memer as well too. But yeah, like that, I think that's going to be fun when we
You know who I discovered while I was watching Kellen Mond tape? And I'm like, ooh, I really like this guy.
Who?
Devon Achane.
Really? I'll tell you, in Indiana, when I was watching, me and Antoine were watching Cody Latimer, that wide receiver. I loved Nate Sudfeld and I loved Tevin Coleman. That's what I ended up getting.
Tevin Coleman was a stud for a little bit there.
Oh my God. That was like baby Darren McFadden. Like he was really good for the Falcons. Like he was a nice all around player.
He was also pretty good for the Niners in that little window too.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the Jimmy Garoppolo Super Bowl team.
He had a little bit of a huge drop off though. Like those times in Atlanta, he was really super decent.
I think the second he had a pretty bad ankle injury in like 2020, and that was it. I think he was one of the victims to that Jets game where everybody got hurt. Jimmy Garoppolo played like a half on his sprained ankle. I think Tevin Coleman went out. George Kittle died.
All this was at MetLife?
Yes, week 2, 2020.
What a shock. MetLife taking bodies.
Who would have thought? All right. Well, there's your show, folks. Gerardo, what are you going to say to find people at home on this Friday?
Please be safe out there, my amigos. Absolutely love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much for always commenting, providing us with content, reaching out as well, liking the videos, commenting, subscribing, sharing. It really, really, truly helps us a lot. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent about your comments, we actually truly appreciate it. We have no animosity really towards y'all. We understand if you guys don't like when we call you Notre Lame or we make fun of JJ or we think Liam Cohen is kind of a dork. It's all
you were at his defense this week.
I was, but I mean, at the end of the day, though, like he is still a dork. Like he's still kind of an a-hole for what he did. But we still like at the end of the day, it's all out of love. It's not like we don't feel those types of way truly about these teams. We want everybody to succeed because that way it gives us more talking points. But
good and bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the whole thing. So we truly appreciate y'all, commenting and then just interacting with us.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you all for watching. Like you said, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that share button. More people would love to hear our faces. And we'll see you all next week to review week 5 of NFL football. And we'll also be back to talk about whatever happened in college. So Stay tuned. Go Gophers. We'll see you all then.
Adios.